Hi integration users. Now we will see the FlatFile operations in on-prem server and also on IO integration. I have created a sample FlatFile here which have employee ID, employee name, employee salary, employee designation and also employee hire date. These are the records of employee details. Just treat we have multiple records, and if you see the record, every record is terminated with the new line and every field is separated with comma. So this is how we can understand the flat file before we start. Okay, go to the designer. I am using 10.15 version and create a package like flat file demo and create a folder with same name. Now create another folder with flat files. So in this folder we are going to create flat file dictionaries and flat file schemas and also the flat file document type. First of all, let's create flat file dictionary. New flat file dictionary. EMP details dictionary. Flat file dictionary. So this is the record definition. So when we see the flat file, we can understand what type of flat file it is and what type of data it is. We can directly say it is employee related data. So, uh, so take that record definition as employee. Give right click and new as employee. Here we have record. We need to create fields of this record. Fields means here if you go to the flat file, just see what are the fields we have: employee ID, employee name, employee salary, etc. So create those fields. You right click on employee, new. You take the field definition, field, and also it is nth field. Nth field means this is the first field, second field, third field, fourth field, fifth field. That is called nth field. So here, what is the first field? First field is employee ID. Take it and copy it and paste here. And the position, the position should be start from 0, 0, and it is mandatory. And take the next 1, 2, 3, 4. Copy everyone like here, here, employee salary, here, employee designation, here, employee hire date. So give the position 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And mandatory. Employee name is mandatory, salary is mandatory, designation is not mandatory, employee hire date is also not mandatory. So finish it. You see it, right? Employee, we have record employee. Under that we have several fields like employee ID which is mandatory field and the position is 0. The same employee name, this is also a mandatory field. A position is 1. Like salary mandatory field, employee designation is not mandatory and the position is 3. Same way, employee hire date is also not mandatory one. The position is the fourth one. So you save it. We have created FlatFile dictionary. Now we are going to create FlatFile schema. FlatFile schema. Give same name like employee details ff schema. Finish it. Give description. It is not mandatory one. It's an optional one. You can give or not. That's your wish. Employee details. Okay. If you see the file, this is the delimited type file. Delimited means, as I said earlier, the record, every record is ending with new line and every field separating with comma. This is called delimited file. Like I mentioned, every record is ending with, terminating with new line. So here we can give new line, and every field is separating with comma. Give comma here. There is no comma, so give manually comma. And we are not using any subfield, any quoted release character, not the release character. Start position from 0, but we are using nth field, right? Nth field from 0. Save. FlatFile schema has no records defined. We should set the dictionary here, as we have already defined records here. So if we refer this here, it can be automatically referenced. The fields can be automatically referenced. So this is the one we have created. Select it, finish it, and save it. It can be saved now. Go to the FlatFile structure. Then you will have all the structure whatever we defined in the dictionary, because we have already set that to the schema. So no need to create again and again. Create new, not needed here. If we don't have dictionary, we have to create like this. What is the record definition? So now we don't need this because we have already the dictionary here. So you save. After you save, here you can see the icon, document type icon. You just click it. Yeah, the document type will be created automatically here where you place the schema. Here we will place the schema. The parallelly we will have the schema document type also. If you open it, we'll have record with no ID, and this is the employee ID, employee name, employee salary, designation. See, it is the optional one. Here also it is the optional one. These three are mandatory fields, like what we mentioned in the FlatFile dictionary. So now we have FlatFile schema document type. Now we will read the document type in the web methods. Take, take a folder like services, just create a flow service called process data, finish it. So now take the try catch in cache plot, take the get last error, see if we have or not. So we don't have it. Sorry, we have it. Save it. Take one variable as input like ff data. It's a string. It's a string. So but we have document type, so we have to convert that string to document type. For that, we have one built-in service called convert to values. Insert it, insert this, insert. Okay, we don't have it. Dot. Mm, pub dot flatfile dot convert to values. Take this. See, we have ff data and the name is same, so the implicit map will be appear here. This is the output that after we converted, we will get that string to the document type. It will be mapped to here. So for the to map that, we will have schema. That schema we copy here and paste here. Means how to hard code it. Fine. Here, select the return error as an array. So I mean, if we get any error, we will get that error in an array form. And max errors should be -1 because we need to get all the errors, not only 1, 2. Whatever we have errors, all the errors we should get, so that we have given -1 means unlimited. Save it. Just try to run it once. Run it. And in the flat file data, we have already the data. This is the header we should not give now. Okay. Yeah, this is the date. This after converted this string to, I mean, flat file data to documents, we got this ff values. See. Mm. See the first 0, employee ID 1001, Akash 25,000, junior developer, and 2022 01. So like that, we got all the records whatever we have in the flat file. So now it is fine. So now I am going to convert this flat file document to the JSON form. Now actually we have mapped our response to ff values, but instead of that we have to map to our actual schema document type. Take a reference like insert document reference files. Take this one, copy whatever it is, it's your wish. Take it and employee with record no IDs. Give employee to ff value here. So here you can drop this ff values. After save, just try to run it once. Run, run. Okay, you have the employee schema document type and also the employee ID, employee name. So that's good. Now, actually, I need only employee ID, employee name, employee salary that to be included in JSON data. So for that, we need to create a separate document with only these three fields. So to the root folder and create a subfolder called docs. The docs create a document type like EMP data. Take a document list as we have multiple records. Employee data. In this, take only the three fields whatever we need. EMP ID, EMP salary, EMP root. So we need only these three fields. Now take one map step. So here take this employee data, set as the reference, docs, save it, paste it. So just take whatever you need here. So this is a document list. This is a document list. If the field names are same, I mean this is employee. If it is also EMPI capital T, we can directly map like this. If EMP name and EMP salary, these are different, so we can't map like this. In this case, what we need to do, just select two document list at input side and at output side and introduce this for each step. Here, this how it will work. If you see, these are document list here. If you expand it, that will be converted as a document. So we can easily map here employee to employee name, not name, employee sal to employee salary, employee designation to employee role. That's it. Save it, and I don't need this FlatFile schema document up anymore. Save it and run it. Yeah, fine. Now we are getting the values whatever we need. Only the required fields we are getting. So now I have to convert this to JSON. To convert the document to JSON, we'll go to the public and we have JSON folder. If you open that JSON folder, we will have document to JSON string. Document to JSON string. Just drag to here. Pipeline, MP data, document, document. EM we don't need this EMP data anymore. And if you save, you can get document also. Drop it as well. Save and run it now. Run, run. Wow, we got the JSON string what we need. But it seems it's not a good string. When it's not, I mean, it's not the pretty one. To get it pretty, just click on pretty print as yes. That is good. So save it and run it now. Wow, now we got the JSON in pretty format, but we no need this pretty print. Unwrap it, unwrap it. That's it. Save it and run it now. So now we got as we expected. Employee data, employee salary, only three for all the four records. Yeah, got it. So this is how we are process the flat file in webMethods IS and converted that flat file to the JSON string. Now we will do the same in IO integration. This is the IO integration landing page where we can see all the packages and click on this plus button to add the new integration. So let's see what is the package name in on-prem designer. Let's copy that, use the same here. So here we can see workflows and flow service. Now I will go to flow service and create a new flow service. Go back to on-prem, and here we created FlatFile dictionary, schema, and document type. We will do same here also. For that, go to connector. You can see FlatFile here at last. Select it. So this is the area where we should create FlatFile operations like schema and all those things. See, add connector is here. Take the new connector. Here we can see two options like create manually and import from file. Create manually means create the connector from scratch, whereas import from file means if we have any sample file, if we have any sample input file from external system, we can use that. But this option is bit difficult to work because we cannot guarantee on port release characters and release characters. So I'm going now with create manually option. Now name to the connector like FlatFile connector. Next, this is look like FlatFile schema and on-prem designer. It is delimited one and the record terminated with new line. Here also it is expecting same. It's expecting passing time and record definition. Go back to the flat file and see again the record is ending with new line. Here also select the new line. Here it is slash n means slash n is for new line, and field definition. See in flat file every field is separated with comma. So select comma here for field definition. And in our sample file, we don't have any subfields, code release characters and release characters. See about record identifier. Does the flat file contain a record identifier? No. So go to the next. This is the flat file connector that we created earlier. We can rename it employee. Click on plus symbol. Oh, sorry. This is not the record. This is the schema name actually. Here we create the record and give the name as employee. So in on-prem, what we did, we created fields under employee record. Do same here also in IO integration. Click on plus to add fields to the record. As it is record definition, select record definition here, and max repeat is unlimited. Now it is time to create fields under record. This is the field. Click here to select like field definition and name this field as employee ID. This is for nth field and the extractor is 0. Create the plus here to create new field. Go here, field definition and name it for the field. Do the same for remaining fields. We need to have two more fields. For that, Just click plus twice. Employee designation. I miss to give the extractions. Give the extractions now. 1, 2, 3. Field definition. And give like employee high date. And the extractor is 4. Just review once. Seems good. Next. We see the icon of connector is here. It means FlatFile connector has been created successfully. And go to file type. We can see our schema details here, like it is delimited parsing type and record terminated with new line and field with comma. FlatFile connector is placed here. Just click that, go to operations, and we can see two operations that can be used for this connector. Convert flat file to document, convert document to flat file. Here we can see the inputs for these two operations. Now let's create the flow service. Go back to the on-prem and take the flow service name. Click on plus symbol to create the new flow service and paste the service name here. Type the try. You can select the try catch. Take the get lost error in the catch. Create the input variable for this service. See what we taken in on-prem. Use the same. It is ff data. Copy it. Create input variable here. Ff data. Done. Now check what we did in on-prem. First step is to convert the flat file to values. Just type flat file in the connectors. You select our flat file connector and you can see the operations here. And in on-prem we converted the flat file to values. Which just we converted to values means in IO integration we have to convert the flat file to document. Go for pipeline mapping and we see it is expecting the data ff data to ff data string. Just map it and return error is as an array and max errors should be unlimited giving -1 here. Save it. Run it now and give the flat file data here as an input. Copy from there. Paste here. Okay. Now we can see the data. There, these are input variables, and this is the output document where the flat file has converted to document. We got all the records here. Close it. And in the on-prem, what we did after this, okay, mapped the output flat file document values to target document which have required fields only, and add the new step here, transform pipeline, view pipeline. Here we will create the document in the pipeline. So create document, it is the list, not the single document. EMP data, save it. Under EMP data, now create employee data, employee details, and name it. You see here it is a list, and it is not the string, it is the document. Oh, we have document reference also. I'll check that later. Now create the fields in employee data, EMP ID, save it. And one more field, plus EMP salary, save it. Finally, EMP role, save it. Move it to right. Wait a minute. It should be an array here. Select it, edit field, select and make it to document list. Select array checkbox. Okay. Select both input output document list. Now we need to have for each now. Okay. We don't have for each here in IO. Save it first. So we will use the loop step here. Next step, in the box type loop. Here we will not have loop in IO. We will have repeat. Means for loop also we use repeat here in IO. We have list at input and another list at output. Oh, the document that we create has gone. Okay, create again an output field. Create document, emp data, another take another document, employee details, and it is an array. And now fields, emp id, emp salary, emp role. So now emp data is a document, the employee details as document list. Under that, the required fields. Yeah, save it now. Oh, the newly created document will not visible at this step because if we can see that at the last step of the flow service, but we can use in middle. So disable all steps. Yeah, now you can see it. Add step. Just type loop. Here you can see several types of loops. If we have list in input and output, we go for this. And if you have only one state input, we go for this. And if you have the count means the actual repeat step whatever we are using in the on-prem is the same with the repeat for count. Now we have list at input and output, so we'll go with here. See, this is for input. Select it and choose the list here. See what is the array. Yes, it came here. Select that array. Now it is for output. What is the output here? It is not the error one. Okay, this is not came because it's not yet in pipeline. I mean, we have not used it anywhere in the above steps. Okay, do one thing. Just a hard code with empty values, so it can be come in pipeline in further steps. Then we select C, save it, and take new step and select input and output arrays, emp data, employee details. Yes, correct. Now map here as we did in on-prem. Okay, in on-prem I see the straight mappings. Do the same here in IO. Those are not listed here, just a single documents. Now we map it to the target fields. Save it and enable all the steps below. Drop everywhere one by one. Just see FlatFile data structure, drop it, and FlatFile data also we don't need. Drop it. FF enter, we don't need it. Drop it. And more, drop it. It's valid. Drop it. And that's also drop. This is fine for this step. Go to the next step, and here we are not doing anything. We have taken just EMP data and hard coded with empty values to appear in the repeat step. And here, okay, no. So remaining all others drop in the final level. Transform pipeline. Go here and drop return errors, max errors. Uh, here are the return errors, max errors, return errors. We should we should have this. So in the finally black we can drop them. Return errors, max errors, and don't need EMP data. EMP connect. So what? So sorry, EMP data we need. EMP data we need. Okay. Now, what we did in the on-prem, we just converted the document to the JSON string. We take the next step and type JSON. You can see document to JSON string. Select it and map here. This is the document to document here. Map it. Print it to select as true and JSON string to JSON string. We don't need. Drop them. Save it. Okay. Document also will appear now. Print. We don't need this port. Now save it. Run now. So we have the data. See the JSON string. So this is the way how we are doing in the IO dot integration. Thanks for watching. Please comment if any doubt. Thank you.